Hi, I'm Doug.
I'm Lori, and this is Wednesday Night Hop, Week 3,
Level 3.
January 2017, Level 3.
Yep.
That's all? That's all.
So this is the multi-role class. What's the name? Oh, Hello from the Other Side.
Hello from the other side.
And so today we were covering 8 count. In particular, we just spent the whole time on swing outs.
Which you know takes a long time, so.
Yeah, so we started with just sort of a general framework, right? Which is the idea of if our side-to-side basic just moves backwards and forwards, the swing out is leader in front, and then follow passing by, and then the open to open is, the thing that follows move forward, rotate around.
Yeah.
Boop. And so we really wanted to focus on a few key points, and we're just going to cover them really quickly and in very little detail in this video. So if you have questions about them, come ask us or ask us at the beginning of next class.
Number 1, tracks.
Tracks, yeah. So Lori is going to be the sort of straight, like if we were thinking about the room and you're looking at the paths of the boards on the floor. I think in general we think about the follow being on a track. What we often don't think about is the idea of the leader also being on a track, but a diagonal one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm following if I can do that without Lori once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you can see my feet, I'm really following sort of a diagonal line across the floor, taking my rock step over to the side, getting out of the way, triple stepping forward and diagonal. I'm catching Lori right here and asking her to pass by me, taking my rock step or step on the 5, 6, down that diagonal and then coming back around. And so what this does is it prevents us from having a sort of really inefficient, like circular feel. And it also prevents us from doing the thing you see a lot of beginners do, which is sort of like coming together and trying to do like a really quick pivot at that point. So we worked on that.
Point number 2, angles.
Angles, yeah. So when we get together and we're ready to redirect, notice that Lori is not flat. Like we are not flat to each other, because that's actually a really terrible place to redirect your energy. If you were trying to get ready to run, right, you keep that foot back, right, because you want to have something to push off of. So even like with your knees bent, this is a really terrible way to move. This is a much better way to move. And since Lori is actually using me to help this movement, let's do it this way so they can see more. She's actually leaning into, not leaning, rotating into that side. Her left shoulder is back, right shoulder forward. And that creates a little pocket that we can use to rotate the other way on the other foot. And to the same degree, when we were talking about that diagonal, when I move along that diagonal, I'm going to pull my left shoulder forward, so I create a little bit of a pocket myself, right? So I'm not like here with a straight arm. I'm staying close to Lori, creating a little pocket so that we have a really nice and easy redirect through there.
Yep.
What was point 3? The turnstile thing.
Turnstile, yes.
So when I get here, I'm taking that rock step on the diagonal, but that's part of a rotational movement where I'm really asking Lori to take a 180, but then take a backward step. So that's to compare. I'm not asking Lori to just keep turning forever. That would be an outside turn, which you could totally use for an outside turn swing out. But when we get to this position, I'm really asking her to step that way. If we let go at this point, we just back. Bye, Lori.
Bye.
And so we worked on all those. For follows, we really talked about balance, about being able to sort of keep your feet underneath you and being able to do all of that rotating in your triple steps while staying on that single line track.
Yeah, there's no reason to run around or to step outside of yourself, especially on that catch. You want to make sure that when you have your weight on your right foot, that you are balanced on that right foot. Yes, you are, slanted, and you are definitely using this partnership, but you're not like, I don't want to do that to you, leaning, with your torso anywhere, outside of your feet and vice versa.
Right, and so if we go to this angle so they can see your foot a little bit more, we did this exercise where we just rotate and release, and that exercise is really dependent on Lori waiting to, or like being really sensitive to the rate at which I am asking for rotation and then also letting go, and having the balance to be able to do that and pivot and get to that point while being in constant motion.
Looking good at all times.
So yeah, y'all were getting much better over the course of the class, but these are
hands-on.
Yeah, these are concepts that are way more than an hour's worth of work. So take these home. If you have a chance to work with a partner on
your
some of this stuff.
Your homework tonight was to dance 4 dances with someone in your opposite role.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Same as last week, because we don't want to yeah. Next week will be 8. We'll just double
All
it.
right.
We'll just double it.
Yep, there we go.
All right, so thank you so much, and we'll see you next week for the last week of this class. Ciao.
Ciao.